for this particular morning. It gets worse every year. Floods devastate Oasis Farm settlement in Cape Town, trigger massive evacuation. Residents of Oasis Farm settlement in South Africa are battling to rebuild their community after heavy downpours of flooded homes, damaged roads, destroyed makeshift shelters in the area, and forced thousands to evacuate. Footage filmed on Sunday shows flooded residential areas with locals navigating through the muddy streets. Children were seen lining up near a truck from the NGO which arrived to provide emergency relief, including food boxes and other essentials. This is not nice. It's not nice to have the same thing every year, said community member Marina Adonis. And it becomes worse and worse and worse because there is nothing that we can do. According to the local media reports, gifts of the givers provided more than 35,000 people with humanitarian aid since the cold front hit the area. Over the weekend, they distributed more than 10,000 meals, blankets, and personal hygiene packs. Some houses in the areas can be seen as significantly impacted by the flooding, with the water rising above the floor level, leaving residents scrambling to find dry ground. Some of us, we are staying on the high level, some are staying on the low level, and some are staying like in a ditch. Adonis explained, adding they get the worst of the water. Residents also mentioned that flooding brought the danger of exposed illegal electric wiring crisscrossing the ground. While adults cautiously navigate the hazards, children seem already trained to avoid them. Children know by now how to walk and how to go about the electricity wires that lying on the floor. Adonis said in June, several severe storms and floods struck the area, causing severe damage to one of the poorest provinces in Eastern Cape, leaving dozens dead and triggering widespread displacement. We were lucky we got rain. Kachulu's fishes rebuild livelihoods amid climate uncertainty. The fishing industry in Kachulu, a town in southern Malawi, has shown signs of recovery following a period of drought, despite ongoing concerns related to climate change and recent extreme weather events. Footage from the area filmed on Sunday shows fishmongers sorting and selling fresh fish along the shores of Lake Chilwa, with local markets busy as residents engage in trade. The return of water to the lake has enabled many fishermen to resume their work after previous disruptions. In 2018, this lake completely dried up, and the following year we were lucky that we received rain and the lake had water again, said local fisherman Bamusi Zidana. He added that future droughts remain a concern, particularly with the practices such as farming along riverbanks contributing to soil erosion and lake siltation. We were lucky we received rain, said another. The region is also still recovering from the effects of Cyclone Freddy, which hit Malawi in 2023 and caused widespread flooding, displacing thousands and damaging homes. Goodson Sambani village head of Kachoka described how residents of nearby Njala village were relocated to his village due to the floods. Some of the people have not yet returned to their homes, he noted, while the cyclone caused long-term disruptions, including the abandonment of boats and damage to infrastructure. Economic activity has gradually resumed, in addition to fishing, rice farming and milling have increased in the area, contributing to local livelihoods. Despite the current rebound, both community leaders and residents continue to express concern about the unpredictability of rainfall and the broader environmental challenges facing in the region. Wildfires are burned for third day in Litakaya as firefighters struggle through rugged terrain. A wave of wildfires is ravaging parts of Syria's Latakia countryside of the third consecutive day, engulfing forested hills and threatening residential residents. Drone footage shows vast plumes of smoke rising above scorched terrain as flames tear through dry woodland. Firefighting crews are seen working relentlessly to contain a blaze, facing the difficult conditions on the mountainous landscape. At a press conference Sunday, Syria's Minister of Emergency and Disaster Management, Raed Al-Saleh, confirmed the progress on the ground but acknowledged the ongoing challenges in harder to reach areas. He announced that firefighting aircraft from Turkey and Jordan had arrived and were beginning area operations supported by Turkish ground teams. Jordan has also deployed a ground unit to reinforce efforts in Latakia. The Syrian Ministry of Defense reported that 2 military helicopters had been dispatched to assist with a third set to join the mission later in the day to reach remote zones inaccessible by land. Jordanian civil defense terms and helicopters were also seen arriving earlier this morning. According to the state news agency SANA, authorities say a joint operations room has now been established in coordination with Syrian emergency organizations to support logistics and manage field response across the affected area. In Rio, South African President greets Lula after arriving at a BRICS summit. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa arrived in Rio de Janeiro to attend the BRICS summit on Sunday, where he was greeted by Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Footage captured at the summit venue on Sunday shows Ramaphosa arriving by car and walking the red carpet. He is seen exchanging greetings with Lula ahead of the talks. The 17th BRICS Summit, Strengthening Global South Cooperation for More Inclusive and Sustainable Governance, takes place in Rio de Janeiro on July 6 to 7. It unites leaders and representatives from member states, partner nations, and key organizations. The BRICS group, originally Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, expanded in 2023 with Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, all invited to join the then Indonesia as the newest member. Partner nation status was introduced at the 2024 summit in Kazan. Warm welcome. Lula meets President Tinubu on BRICS sidelines as Nigeria becomes a partner country. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva welcomed his Nigerian counterpart Bola Tinubu on the sidelines of the 17th BRICS summit held on July 6 and 7 in Rio de Janeiro. Images show the two leaders greeting each other warmly and shaking hands at the Museum of Modern Art, the venue hosting the summit, which brings together leaders and delegations from over 20 countries. In January 2025, Nigeria became the 9th BRICS partner nation, joining Belarus, Bolivia, Kazakhstan, Cuba, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, and Uzbekistan. Although not yet a full member of the bloc, the African nation is considered a key emerging power due to its population, the largest in Africa, and 9th globally, as well as its growing economic and energy influence in the region. As previously stated by Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, the country stands with BRICS in the calling for reforms that reflect today's realities and empower the global south. Along with other participants, Bola Tinubu will take part in the working sessions scheduled over the two-day summit held under this theme, Strengthening Global South Cooperation for a More Inclusive and Sustainable World Governance. We end around the World News Update. Good morning.